Hey, hello. This is Not Stuck in Traffic with Wolf Gorlick live at the Kalahari for Codemash, the conference for application development, and they've got a fantastic security track, which I'm enjoying. One of the things, like a long time ago, I dated this nurse, right? So she's this nurse and for a doctor's office, and this guy, he has a heart attack. He strokes out. He falls down like on the floor at the doctor's office in the waiting room. She freaks out and she does what anyone else would do. You call 911, right? And you try and get some help. And so she called 911 and they did help the guy, but they also ended up giving her a big lecture. Why? Because 911 is first responders. What are you when you're a nurse and the doctor? You're the first responder. You are on the front lines. You are it. And I was thinking about that at the Codemash party yesterday. We were talking about first responders, specifically with respect to help desk. Right? Our help desk is our first responder for incident response. They're the ones who get the calls. They're the ones who get the notices. They're the ones who are hopefully seeing the trends, and they're also one of the hardest ones to train. Why? Because much like my ex-girlfriend, the nurse, they are real busy, right? Burn and churn, people in, people out. Getting them out of that cycle to take a time off and to think through potential impacts and whatnot can be difficult. So that's the first challenge. The second challenge is that pulling up and seeing the big picture. When you're in help desk, you maybe get really good at giving permission to this particular folder or addressing this particular browser plugin, but to see the big picture and understand that this folder is being getting targeted because of this browser plugin may have had malware that causes some lateral movement from an attacker. Those types of things can be challenging. So it's not only getting them to take time away, but also getting them to see the bigger picture. But there's good news. Most people on the help desk want that. Most people on the help desk are excited, in my experience, to get some of that security training, to get out, to learn some new things. I mean, you get into IT, why? Because you want to be good and you want to do new and exciting stuff. And this is one way to do that. So once you get in the training, what else can you do with your help desk? Your first responders, you can look at the metrics you're using to measure what they're doing. Some ways to do that is the phishing example with Amanda Berlin that I've used several times, and she did in the medical. She actually measured the help desk response and the use of a script to educate the community, right? So you can have that measurable metric for response for particular types of attacks. You can also have measurable metrics in terms of how much data they gather, how actionable the response is, what that triage looks like. So again, thinking about it in terms of medical, you're looking at triage, data collection, getting everything possible, so when you hand off to the hospital, when you hand off to your emergency team, when you hand off to your incident responders, that is secure. Any metrics around that in terms of time, depth, and accuracy is exactly what you want to be looking at. Building that in your ticketing system, building that incident response process, and considering those help desk people as your first responders, your first line of defense, are all things that we can be doing with our various security programs today. That's it. That's the thought. I'm going to go back to the conference. Have a great one. I'll catch you in the next one.